Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning on Wednesday, a hump day. We've got a big show lined up, but first our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. High may reach the 50s. It's going to be work hard to get to the 50s, but it will here on the coast, I think. And lows anywhere in the mid-30s, 34, 33, according to where you are in the Panhandle. So it's cold. I know a lot of y'all had a fire last night, going to have one tonight. Water temperature is still at 56 degrees. Really, really cold Gulf water temperature at this point in time. Our river readings, the Apalachicola, is still at 20 feet, actually 20.1. That's an enormous amount of water, but more importantly, how long we've had this high water. It's really starting to affect some things, and you'll see, and things going to be just, a lot of stuff just sort of crumbling with all this water coming in and just holding in there. It's just fascinating. Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's still at 11 foot. It's going down a little bit, but now this rain we had a little bit is going to bring it back up. So we got a lot of high water. I talk about it every day because it's just a fact of life we're going to have to look at. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Today is January 30th. Good tide today. We're looking at a 3:24 a.m. tide, and it'd be the low tide, and then the high tide is at 4:58. And we've got a little bit of a north wind, of course, we're bringing in the cold air and all, north-northwest at about 6 to 8. I'll take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us. We got a good show lined up, and I always have a few pictures. By the way, if you send me pictures and I don't show them within 3 or 4 days or 2 or 3 days, get back with me and send them again. I get a lot of stuff in, and I'll be honest with you, I lose some of them, I guess, and I don't do it on purpose. I don't have your feelings hurt, but I love showing you pictures y'all share with us, and always when you add a little story to it, that's always interesting. Like this right here. Check this out. This comes from Pick Davis. My dad, Bill Davis, was a good buck. You can tell he's happy by that smile. Thanks for all you do. Now check this out. There's a smile right there. Okay? That is a fine buck, and glad to show that. Now I got this one. This is interesting here. Winston. My name is Bruce Van Wieren. I'm a retired Michigan conservation officer. Have been wintering near Overstreet, Florida on Watapo Creek for 5 years. Last week, my wife and I found a hog that had been shot and left on the side of Highway 386, water waste. I wrote him back and agreed with him. Here's a picture. That's a shame, folks. There's no excuse in the world for something like this, and I don't want to belabor the point. We talk about it all the time. That's when we have FWC officers come on the show and talk about people doing this. This is just a small group of just low-life outlaws that do this and give all those outdoorsmen a bad name. There's no reason, no rhyme or reason to do something like this. And I appreciate you sending this to me. Bruce, I just hate it when this kind of stuff happens. That's just good food there. It can be given to a needy family if you don't want to eat it yourself, or even take it to a place to go in and process it. But man, that really made me feel bad. So we see stuff like that. Let people know about it. That night hunting we showed a couple of days ago on my nephew's property up there, where someone had cut the head off a big buck. That's 2 incidents that we know about, and that's probably just the tip of the iceberg where these low-life, I don't even want to use the term outdoorsmen, just low-life people do stuff like that, and it just makes me sick. All right, so let's just jump on every time we get a chance. All right, let's go to something more positive. You know, we're talking about the hog killing the other day. I said people don't do that much anymore. Well, old Pick Davis said Rowdy, Tim, and Red Folsom still do. So he showed me the picture of a hog killing. Check this out. Now this is how you do it. You see, look at there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Old-fashioned hog killing right there. And you can tell they process it and all, and that's just flat out cool. And look at the end result. Look at all that sausage. You make your own sausage right there on the spot. You hang it up in the old smokehouse, and just the old timers had a wood shed behind the homestead. And I can vaguely remember our smokehouses. It always had that smell year round of old wood and old meat and all. And I always figured, how do they keep all the bugs and animals out? And it caused the smoke and all. And of course, they had it built around, it was made out of wood and all, and how the thing didn't burn down, but it always had that fire at the bottom, and it is gradual smoke. day after day after day. And you find a smoke. That's why I still have a yearning for smoked food like sausage and smoked mullet and all. So that was just some good stuff there. Okay, now let's go ahead and add some names. I'm at a point now I can add some names to the drawing. I'm going to start off with Don Peanut McCormick. I put a little smiley face by Peanut McCormick. I've known him since he was little as a peanut, and he's a grown man now. I had a daughter in my class, but he watches the show every morning while he works out. Good job. How about Tom Platt? Okay. Nancy. Okay, we go. Nancy Flores, Shelley Walden, Chris Walden, good outdoorsman there. Pearl Vi and Ralph Vi up there in Youngstown. Ralph, he told me the other day he's after Big Buck he sees up there all the time. Sarah Taylor Parker, Sam Taylor Parker, and John Taylor, the Taylor family over there. Got them scattered all over the place and all. So I'm going to read one more thing to you, and it really has nothing to do with outdoors, but my daughter posted it this morning on Facebook before I even did the show. She posted it last night, and sometimes I got time to just quickly go through there before the show starts and all. And I'm going to, my daughter Wendy Chester Woodrick just posted it. I'm going to share it with you. I don't usually share stuff like this. I just felt like doing it because she felt like posting it. So she just posted this last night at 9:30. I've been watching Billy Graham, and I feel a need to say, trust in the Lord, give him all of your problems, your fears, your hopes, and your struggles. He will never fail you, and he will love you with a pure, all-encompassing love that will amaze you. Try it. And I almost brought tears to my eyes. Wendy's faith has always been so strong. He's been and I think about on the female side of my family, we had a great time. My grandmother had a strong faith, my mom and my daughter said that. Males have too, but we've all had a real strong time. So I just want to read that to you. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I decided we're going to do a little flashback. And after I read Wendy's thing and all, I was thinking about doing this all along, so I pulled this out real quick. This time it's winter time. It's cold. It's been raining, and it's just tough in January, February trying to think of something in springtime. So I pulled out one of our goalie oldies, one of our surf fishing videos, and I got tickled previewing and all. The first one comes in there fishing with me is my daughter Wendy, and we out there. Then all the kids come, but. This is in April down at the Cape, and now it's going to give you something to look forward to. If you don't get excited looking at us catching these fish here in the surf, you need to check your heart rate because this is really good stuff, and it's right around the corner. It's practically February, so we get through February, March, and toward the end of March, this is going to be happening. I know it's hard to envision now. That's why I want to show it to you to sort of get your spirits up and get you something to look forward to. You know, we've been talking about hunting a lot the last couple of days, so we're going to just throw a little fishing video in here, and it's really simple stuff. It's just fun stuff with the family. I guess I sort of get nostalgic looking back at how my grandkids they're this high now. They were this high, and they grew up so fast. I know y'all all know what I'm talking about. So Jeff and I we're going to do this pretty soon down there ourselves. But let's go ahead and Jeff and roll this video of a flashback down surf fishing at the Cape. right, we've caught 3 catfish. And it's just me and my daughter down here. And folks, I can't explain how good I feel. She and I used to fish together when she was a kid. And we were off to college and we didn't fish as much. And got married, raising a family, teaching school. And we don't, but right now, it's like the old days. She does love fishing. I want you to watch it. Look at her face. We don't know what's on the camera. Oh, we don't know what she got, but she got a nice fish. Keep walking back. Well, all right, reel, honey, reel. Oh no!
It just got all loaded.
Oh no!
I'm disappointed.
I thought.
He's heavy.
Yeah, bring one in. I'll get him. We've been catching catfish. There he is. Oh man, I sure thought we had one.
I'm out of breath. He's heavy.
All right, here we go.
That was fun.
Another rod was bent over. Hey, we're in a catfish hole.
That's a catfish.
Where is it? Yep. Oh, little baby popping up. Put it on in. Hold on, we're tangling up another rod. Okay, very good. All right, you got a pompano, baby. Keep the rod tip up. Keep reeling. Look at here now. Oh, look at here. That's it. Get it on in.
I can't.
Get it on in. A bluefish. All right, you got it. That's why it's jumping.
What is it?
That's a bluefish.
What is it?
That's a bluefish. That's why it's jumping. It looks like a pompano.
Can you eat it?
Can you eat it? If you're hungry, you can eat it. Yeah. That's a nice one, though.
It's big.
Good job.
That was fun.
All right. All right, got him one. Keep reeling. What's your name? Ty. Ty. This is Ty from y'all. Keep reeling, buddy. Look at here. I was one right there. I got whiting. Look at here. Ty. Where you from, Ty?
Mount Austin.
Mount Austin. Look at what you caught. You got a nice whiting. Good job. Now this is these are all your little brothers. Look at here. That's your daddy and your brother and sister. They just walking down the beach and you came along at a good time. You got to reel this one in. All right, I'm gonna take them off cook. Let me see. Let me get back to here. Get a good picture of you. I bet your grandparents want to see this. Turn around, look at me.
Hey, turn around.
You reel that one. Good job there. All right. That's a whiting. All right, we're gonna take them off for you. All right, I'm by myself now. Wendy ran back to the house to get the kids. And listen, I like when I did a double header. Two nice whiting. I didn't get to film it because I'm the only one fishing right now. You can see it there. So whiting or biting. Set up. Film here. Right there. Okay. That's my Flashback now. I don't need to care for it. I'm going to try to show you. I've not had a chance to sit down yet. Is out. Awake. What you got, Whitney?
I don't know. It's not that big though.
Not that big? There is it. You got a catfish. Your first fish. Your first fish of 2013. A catfish, all right. I I'll let it down. We'll take it off. Tell introduce us to your friend.
This is Maddie Mae Marshall.
Maddie Mae Marshall. Hey, Maddie.
Hey, so
What
she
grade is
came
you in?
6th.
You're in 6th grade too.
Yes.
All right. Do you like to fish?
I do.
You do? Now, who are your parents?
Amy and Matt Marshall.
Amy and Matt Marshall. And they went to Moses, and I coached them. Uh-oh, we got a fish down here. Uh-oh. Hold on that, Whitney. Don't get pinned. Folks, we can catch a fish. I don't know about throwing some fish, though, with the weather. This is Mason. It's a kid's day at the beach. How we doing, Mason?
It's heavy.
The what?
It's getting heavy.
It's getting heavy. That's a good sign. Reel and pull. And bring them in when the wave comes in. You bring them in when the wave comes in. You see them yet?
Nope.
They'll be here pretty soon. Ashley, what does he have? Oh, put it on in. Baby pompano. We gotta get a picture. Reel them on in, Mason. Reel them on in. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right, now put your pole back in the hole on the rod rack. We gotta get a picture of you and that big pompano.
You have to let it go. It's not big enough.
All right, Mason.
Oh, you got a pompano.
So Whitney, hold up your catfish. Let's see. That's a good picture. That one ain't quite big enough, buddy. We're gonna let him go. You got your camera in there? That's your picture. That's your first pompano? Yes, sir. All right. Okay, I think Ashley has one. They've got the biggest, hardest reel. Reel.
I don't know where the line is.
What about it? Ashley K, what you got?
I don't know. It's heavy.
It's heavy? Might have a big old char.
I don't think so. Might be the size of
That's right. We gotta rebait it. We got our bait.
It's either a whiting or a catfish.
It's a catfish.
Does this have a like a table? Are we gonna let it go?
Yes, you can't eat those.
I don't like catfish.
You can't eat them.
Catfish.
All right, look up and smile, Ash. Or make a brownie made. What you got?
Catfish. Are y'all gonna let it? I made that a fish. Girl, that's a whiting. So what do I do with it? Just let it fall. Let it fall.
So what do you think?
Pretty good. Yeah. Put it right there on the shore.
Yep. There it is, right there.
Bring him in with the wave.
That's a turtle or something.
With the wave.
It's right there. That was a ugly fish. It's Pompano.
Can we keep him?
Woo!
Is it big enough?
I don't know, we gotta measure it.
Is he big enough?
I don't think so.
It's a good one though. Hey, that one's got a fish on it, that black one.
Food. Okay. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Look, we got into the whiting. It's fascinating because we got to see the weather change. It's really nice behind us. There's a bad cloud offshore. The wind changed directions. That bad cloud started coming toward us, right?
Yeah.
But did y'all have a good time?
Yes, sir.
Who caught what?
I caught a pompano.
Okay, we caught a couple other pompano too. They were too small. And caught a bunch of catfish. So we're gonna wrap it up. Let's see. 3 weeks ago it was flounder. 2 weeks ago redfish. Last week pompano. Today whiting. And Cape San Blas. So we call this a Pokio penguin.
Yes.
Cause y'all all got to catch a fish, right? Okay, we're gonna close it up now to Cape San Blas for Panhandle Outdoors. All right.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.